Last night, I got a very unfortunate phone call. And that phone call was informing me that in the community of which I'm a part, one of our Muslim brothers was shot and killed by the police in very questionable circumstances. And so this is very near and dear to every one of us in this gathering and in this country. Stephon Clark did not deserve to be killed by a killer cop, just as Walter Scott was killed in Charleston, South Carolina, shot in his back while he was trying to flee from a killer cop. Brothers and sisters, too often we hear this expression that the reason why these cops are killing black men is because they're afraid of them. And so I say that if you are afraid of this segment of the population, find another job. It's no excuse to kill men of any color, of any religion. It's no excuse that I am afraid of these people and this is why I'm killing them. Brothers and sisters, this is a very pivotal moment, not just for this nation, but for the Muslim community as well. When so many of us heard that Stephon Clark had been murdered, many of us just shook our heads and said, another black man has been killed. And then those of us from the Muslim community found out, well, Stephon Clark was a Muslim. And for too many in the Muslim community, this is the only time that this became important. When we found out that this African-American man was a Muslim, then we decided that this was important. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we know he has raised us as the best of communities, and I'm talking to the Muslims, that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has raised us as the best community, you and I have to feel for every human being whose life has been taken unjustly. How in the world can we sit and watch other human beings being targeted and murdered the way that they are, and then have to hear that he was a Muslim, or he belonged to this church, or he belonged to this synagogue, before we are touched emotionally and moved to do something about it? Brothers and sisters, now is the time for all of us, when we hear about another African American being shot down in the streets, as Brother Imam Umar Suleiman has said, this is a systemic problem. It just didn't start when Trayvon Martin was killed. In 1966, the Black Panther Party was organized in this country on the West Coast because of police terrorism, police brutality, and police killing African Americans in Oakland and throughout California. Nothing has changed. Our attitude, our response must change. So now when we hear about a black man being shot, whether he is Muslim or not, let's take the position that all black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter.
All black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter.
All black lives matter. All black lives matter. All black lives matter.
I want to bring on my sister that's come from New York, but she has caused ripples throughout the entire world with the Women's March, where women all over the world stood up and took their rightful place as leaders. Because female is not the future. We know that female is right now, and it always has been. It always has been. So let's bring on our sister, our leader, our queen, Sister Linda Soso.
Assalamu alaikum. Sisters and brothers, I am never surprised when a young, unarmed black man or woman is killed at the hands of those who are supposed to protect and serve us. But let me make it real clear. While I may not be surprised, I am outraged every single time. Ella Baker said that the killing of black men and black mother-son must become as important as the killing of white mother-son. And for those of us who believe in freedom, will not rest. Sisters and brothers, as a Palestinian Muslim American, as a light-skinned Arab American, I am not an ally to black people. Black people are members of our ummah and members of our Muslim family. So when you see somebody in my face out in these streets, I march first and foremost for the black people in my community, for my black This terrorism happening against communities of color will not end until a square like this has millions of Muslims out here in the streets demanding enough is enough. Allah will not be pleased with us when He knows that the Muslim community in America sat back when black men and women were being killed on the streets of our community. It is not enough for you, sisters and brothers, to come to a comfortable rally. What is it that you do every day in your towns, in Baltimore, in Brooklyn, in Oakland, California, in Dallas, in Houston, on the streets of Chicago? Every single one of us lives in a city where our police departments take innocent lives every single day. You may not think it's every single day because you may not see that hashtag, but sometimes these people who are precious are left unnamed and faceless to our communities. Sisters and brothers, Stephon Clark deserved to live. He was a partner, a husband. He was somebody's son and somebody's grandson. Until a Muslim believes that these people that our brothers and sisters are in our community are truly our brothers and sisters, then we are not truly living up to the standard of being the Muslim ummah that Allah created.
That's right.
Sisters and brothers, do not leave it to the communities who are already traumatized and terrorized. We cannot expect the mother of a dead child or the wife of a dead child in time of mourning to fight for justice for their loved ones. It is incumbent on you to allow people to mourn and for you to stand and continue to demand justice.
That's
what
right.
we need right now, sisters and brothers, that we don't have yet in the Muslim community is consistency and persistency. Our deen is about consistency and persistence. That's why, sisters and brothers, we pray 5 times a day. That's why we have rules and regulations and things to follow so we could be consistent people. And until we are consistent voices for justice, you are not living up to being a whole Muslim. At this convention, we sat in room after room where scholar after activist after scholar have told you that activism is not a choice, sisters and brothers. It is your Muslim obligation to stand against injustice, even if it's against your own parents, against your son. What kind of people are you when our religion tells us that we must stand up against injustice, and it allows us to stand up against our own parents if we see our parents committing injustice? I don't want to hear another Muslim that tells me, oh, I don't want to be political, Sister Linda. I'm not really into politics. Newsflash, you woke up this morning, you're Muslim, you're political. This country has politicized you, has racialized you in the community. And I'll end by saying this. To my black Muslim family, we have disappointed you many times. The communities I come from have disappointed you many times. We have turned away from you. Sometimes we did not respond with our salams to you when you gave us that smile and that salam. And I tell you, every single day when I wake up in the morning, I ask myself, how can I be better? How can I treat you like the beautiful human being that Allah created? I ask my immigrant Muslim community, our children of immigrants, that you unite in our community and that you see your black sisters and brothers as whole human beings that have made our ummah whole. Sisters and brothers, none of us could be Muslim in this country if it wasn't for the lineage that we have that goes back to enslaved African Muslims who sacrificed for you to be Muslim in this country. This work that I do is in the pathway of our ancestors that lost their lives. So when people, sisters and brothers, tell us to go back to our country, we say you brought us here because you brought our enslaved African Muslim family to this country. You forced them here. So, sisters and brothers, we built this nation. Muslims built this nation with their sweat and blood and tears. And when you talk about Islamophobia, sisters and brothers, just sit for a second and reflect on your black Muslim ancestors who endured torture under the watch of a slave master. You know nothing about Islamophobia. You know nothing what it means to live under the watch of a slave master. So keep your head straight, your back straight, your head held high, and owe it to your black Muslim sisters and brothers who allowed you to be Muslim in these United States of America. We will continue to demand justice for Stephon Clark and for Eric Garner and Ramali Graham and Ayanna Stanley Jones and Rakia Boyd and Jonathan Edwards. And I can sit here, sisters and brothers, and name too many names. And the fact that there is a list of names of people who have not gotten justice is outrageous on the watches of the American people. Not one cop gets indicted, but the dead bodies that they put on that ground are indicted and vilified and put on trial even while their bodies are still warm. Sisters and brothers, I want you to leave here today and commit to yourself, to Allah, that you will stand up against injustice like your deen tells you to. And only then, and when you do that, will you become a true and whole Muslim that will then be able to smell going to Jannah. Standing up against injustices and brothers is what's going to get you to Jannah. And if you pass over homeless people, if you turn your blind eye when black Muslims are being killed or black people, guess what? You ain't never going to get there. You can say Sister Linda told you that. Salaam alaikum.
Thank you, sister. Next, I'd like to bring on a brother. He said he don't want to follow that sister, but you got to, man. He's coming all the way from Ohio. He's coming all the way from Ohio, but let's bring him in white because we want to make sure that we understand that Baltimore and Sacramento and the whole world are united because a people united will never be defeated.
A people united will never be defeated. A people united will never be defeated. A people united will never be defeated.
Put your hands together for our good brother, Councilman Bashir Jones.
So I just want to make sure you heard, because you may not have heard. Some of you ain't good listeners. He said, City Councilman Bashir Jones. I want you to leave here proud to know that you got a brother like this, a black, Muslim, unapologetic brother who is in the city council in Ohio. And we need 1,000 more Bashir Jones. But for now, I'm good with Bashir Jones repping our people in the state of Ohio.
That's right.
We could have wrapped it up right there with Sister Linda, man. I know we all fired up. Inshallah, I just want to give a few words and then go. I didn't come to teach you how to whip. I came to teach you slavery is still legit. Forget getting the house and the new whip, because that police gun, that's the new whip. So your new name is Toby Boy, because baby boy ain't trying to read. So your new name is Jody Boy, because sometimes you got to get choked just to see. I see Freddy in my dreams, though. I'm talking Kruger and Gray, because this nightmare is a mixture of black and white, and we experience it every single day. They killed our sister Sandra Bland, and then they called it suicide. But they also said we 3/5. This daggone devil's boy, they always lie. You see what happened to Freddie Gray? They still trying to break a black man's spine. That bullet to Mike Brown head, they still trying to destroy a black man's mind. They choked the breath out of Brother Gardner, different places, but it's all intertwined. You know the problem with the black man is that he's black, and that's the black man's crime. So forget that Drake and Mill beef. Let me tell you about some real beef. It seems black lives real cheap, and because of it, I can't get no real sleep. I got some questions on my heart. When they killed Tamir in that park, was it for that toy gun, or was it because he was dark? So I want to know. And I ain't talking about that mill flow. I want to know what the minister gonna say, because listen, we just waiting for the go. So it's back to back. And I ain't talking about no Drake track. I'm talking about killings of blacks on blacks and how police are killing us back to back. So I'm charged up. Felonies is how they charge us. They're supposed to serve and protect, but in reality, they just disregard us. You want to teach your son to nay-nay? You better teach that boy to pray-pray. Because we ended up in jail and Lil Ray just becoming Lil Nay-nay. You see what happened to Freddie Gray? They still trying to break a black man's spine. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to say to you that this is absolutely imperative that we get involved in this fight. But instead of me speaking to a group that obviously isn't going to change, I'm speaking to you as the Muslims and the human race who are here today. The reality is that you ask us to stand for Palestine, and we do. You ask us to stand for Bosnia, and we do. You ask us to stand for everyone else. Now we are asking you to stand for Tamir Rice, and to stand for Stephon Clark, and to stand for those that are happening right in our community. I want to say to you that we live in a country where this is not a post-racial society. I don't care about President Barack Obama. One blade of grass never made the lawn look greener. The reality is that we are still very much, W.E.B. Du Bois said that in the 20th century, the color line was the issue. In the 21st century, we still have that same issue today. But to the Muslims who are here, particularly the Muslims, I say to you, stop killing black people in your masjids. And I'm not talking about the physical bullets. What I'm saying is that African Americans and black and brown people who come into your masajids, stop allowing those people to assassinate them and assassinate their character. When you talk to me about Bilal, don't just talk about someone who was freed. Talk about a man who in reality we follow his sunnah every single day around this globe. What was Bilal before he became a slave? He was a free person. What was black people before we was captured? We were a captured people in this country. But our history does not begin with slavery. It is just a part of it. So I say to you that if you do not stand up for black people, no one will stand up for you. If you don't stand up for black and brown people in this country, I guarantee you they will continue to disrespect your communities. We could no way allow anyone to snatch the hijab off of our sisters. Are you kidding me, man? Where is the courage of the men? If they can disrespect our women, brother, then it's only a matter of time before they bomb our communities. If our women are afraid and their hijabs are being snatched off, or within the masjids, our women don't feel that their voices are being heard. Our foremost activist in this country right now is our sister Linda. She's on the front lines. And the Muslim women are the face of Islam. And in the massages across this country, we have to stop talking about strands of hair being left out. When in reality, our foremost scholars and warriors in Islam and the Islamic tradition were Muslim women.
That's right.
The Muslim women. The first one to die on the battlefield for Islam, a Muslim woman. The first one to embrace the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, a Muslim woman. So in reality, we know that we have to support our Muslim women because in there, we are supporting the future of this generation. But don't allow them to disrespect our women. I know we're talking about Black Lives Matter, but I want to talk about the Muslim women for a second. That our Muslim women must feel protected by their men. And they should not be afraid that their hijab will be pulled off and there's no retribution for those who disrespect our women. What you afraid of? You afraid to die? We're going to die anyway, brother. You might as well die for something than getting hit by a meteor or something like that. I want to die for something. Don't you want to die for something? If you're willing to die for something, then I already know that you're willing to live for something. But if we love this deen, we must get involved in uplifting and standing for those who are being oppressed in this country. And if you're standing for those people, then in reality, people will be standing up for you. So as Muslims, we should be foremost on the line to stand up for justice. Are you ready? Yes. When you go back to your masajid, if your imams is only talking about wudu and not talking about Stephon Clark, that's a problem.
Yes. That's right. Yes.
That's a problem if on the minbars you're not talking about justice. It's a problem. Because that's just as much a part of our deen as anything else. May Allah bless you. May Allah protect you. May Allah guide you. And may Allah give us in this battle.